Hello, you're watching NewsX with me, Riya Dwivedi. Now let's start with the top story of the hour. Bangladesh continues to witness a spat of attacks on minority communities as another Hindu man was killed in Narsingri on Monday night, just hours after a similar incident in Jashore district. A 40-year-old Hindu man working as a grocery store owner has allegedly been killed in Bangladesh in what is a second such incident in the last 24 hours in the country. Sarat Mani Chakraborty was reportedly attacked with sharp weapons in the Narsingri district at around 10 p.m. on Monday. He later died of his injuries. Hours before he was killed, a 45-year-old factory owner was shot dead in the Jashore district. Rana Pratap, who was also the acting editor of a newspaper, was shot in the head by a group of men who also slit his throat. Local sources alleged that he had multiple cases filed against him. Now, joining me on the telecast is Karuri Singh, foreign affairs expert. Karuri Singh, good morning to you and thank you so much for joining me on the telecast. Obviously, we've seen that there's an escalating situation that has been going on for quite some time in Bangladesh, especially in terms of the Bangladesh minorities. When we're talking about Hindus, this is at least the second such incident, at least in 24 hours, that a Hindu man in Bangladesh has been attacked and died in this incident. So what exactly, in terms of the ongoing situation, what exactly is your perspective on that?
You see, the attack on Hindus is continuously increasing since July 2024. And during last 20 days, 4 or 5 Hindus have been killed. Considering this situation, Bangladesh Hindu, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian Unity Council prepare a memorandum that 2,000 incidents have taken place since 2024, and they prepared an 8-point charter and submitted to the BNP leader Tariq Rahman. In case the BNP comes to power, these are the difficulties and problems minorities are facing in Bangladesh. So Tariq Rahman gave full assurance, in case the BNP comes to power in next month, definitely he will take care of the minority, and he assured Bangladesh is not for Islamic forces alone. Bangladesh is the polarity or minority and majority both are together. So Bangladesh constitutes so many communities. So Bangladesh is a plural society. He assured he will provide security guarantee to every community in Bangladesh. But at present, the Bangladesh is heading towards uncertainty whether the elections will take place and not, because political instability is increasing and maybe some anarchic situation may be created by the Islamic fundamentalists. They are getting upper hand these days and they want anarchy and to postpone the election, whereas BNP wants elections to be held on time, that is the 12th February. So the BNP has a different perception, whereas Islamic element like jihadis and Jamaat Islami, they anticipated that they are most unlikely to win the election, and thus they are creating violent conditions in Bangladesh, and the interim government is not able to restore the peace and stability. So I don't think elections may take place under such a situation unless or until the interim government restores the peace and stability in the country.
Karuri Singh, my last question to you is that you're talking about the February elections, that there are certain obstacles and these elements who do not want the elections to take place. But in terms of India, what next for India? Because the ongoing situation and the fact that this is not the first or the second Hindu attack, what does this mean for the relations between India and Bangladesh?
You see, it's not exclusively Hindus. Even the Muslims are being attacked by the Jamaat-e-Islami, because Jamaat-e-Islami wants to create anarchic situation and the violent situation in Bangladesh, because they have some ulterior motive to establish the Islamic rule in Bangladesh, for which the Bengali culture and Bangladesh nationalist forces are not prepared for that. So under such a situation, Hindus are being targeted because they want India to get involved, so the Jamaati may get upper hand on the pretext of Indian intervention. So the Jamaati is trying to provoke India, so India gets involved and they get a pretext that India is interfering in internal affairs of Bangladesh, so they can get the political support during the election. But India is engaged with the Bangladesh government, continuous engagement is going on, and I don't think the situation will escalate if Antrim government takes some stern action against Jamaati forces. But the Antrim government is not able to manage the situation. And the second, the military itself is divided, because in the Bangladesh army, there are some Islamic fundamentalist elements are there. So in case the situation deteriorates, the military role will be the crucial one. But in case of the elections, there are two things simultaneously. Elections for the Bangladesh parliament and the referendum. In case the referendum is not approved, the July charter, that is the 26-point charter on which the political forces are having consensus except some left forces. So if the July charter is approved in the referendum, it will be all right. In case the referendum doesn't approve the charter, then again there will be political instability. I don't think Bangladesh will restore the stability after the election. In case the referendum doesn't approve the July charter.
All right. Thank you so much, Karori Singh, for joining me on the telecast.